Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us is Tim Rice, CEO of Coinmetrics, to discuss how institutions leverage crypto data and the future of crypto assets. Tim, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Hey, thanks, Jill. Really great to be here.
Let's start first with Coinmetrics and where you fit in the crypto ecosystem.
Yeah, great. So Coinmetrics is a holistic crypto data company. We aggregate on-chain data by running blockchain nodes. We aggregate the crypto market data universe, designing to get all of this data in one place for regulated financial institutions globally. So, we kind of operate in that traditional data space somewhere between a FactSet and a Cap IQ on the fundamental side, and a major market data aggregator like a Bloomberg or an LSEG group or something like that. And so we're bringing all that data together for this exciting new asset class for crypto. And again, our customers are regulated financial institutions.
How do you think the crypto asset space has changed over the last couple of years?
Well, we're definitely kind of seeing some broadening. So, Bitcoin and Ethereum still, tend to still be the key assets that most people are indexed on, and the financial institutions are leaning into first. A couple of years ago, the stack would look like Ripple and Lightchain and some other assets, and now we're seeing some new layer one chains come online. And then in the middle of that, we stitch some narratives related to decentralized finance and stable coins. So we kind of have an ongoing cadence around getting from new layer ones to the layer two applications that are going on top of it, and how they're kind of trying to impact traditional finance with decentralized finance and things like that. So I think those are kind of the key trends within the business, if we focus on the assets themselves.
What types of institutions are you seeing as crypto data buyers, and how did they leverage it?
Yeah, so Coinmetrics started in 2017 as kind of an open source project, and we formalized things in 2018, and those were we knew we were early to the market, and so our clients at that point were the early adopter crypto hedge funds, some of the VC community. And over the past 3.5 years since we've been in this, we've seen the trend where, you'll see the various quant macro hedge funds starting to talk about it live and online in various places. So that tier one hedge fund has now come in and started to be clients of Coinmetrics. Goldman Sachs and Fidelity are investors in Coinmetrics, and they're clients as well. So we're seeing them as kind of the front edge of adoption across that world. But if I went back and looked at some of my businesses that I've run at other places, we'd have 3,500 financial institutions as clients. Today, Coinmetrics has a little bit north of 110. And I would say those 110 are the people who are engaged.
Predictions for crypto assets in the crypto space, but anything you're looking at on a higher level?
The cynical attitudes, things are going to go up, things are going to go down. I think we'll continue to see institutional adoption. I'm hoping we can get some regulatory clarity, which is what the industry needs. And so I think if we get, a couple of those things together, you'll see a Bitcoin ETF get approved. You'll see some other folks whose money's on the sideline. We know the wealth management in the RIA world are interested to bring their clients in as that pool of cash. And then I think we need a still hardening of the crypto infrastructure on some of our exchanges to get big money comfortable with trading on these platforms.
Any obstacles or barriers that you're looking out for?
I think the key thing is going to be the regulatory clarity, and if we get that in place, just kind of the guardrails around how to do it will be in reasonably good shape. I think, the worst case scenario is what's going on with the federal balance sheet, and where are we on inflation, and is Bitcoin a risk on or risk off asset, or is it actually really a long-term store of value, and do we continue in that adoption? So right now, Bitcoin still leads the charge for the outer world. Those who are within crypto, these new L1s are really cool. I think it's the macroeconomic environment that's going to keep us going.
And Tim, that leads me to my next question when we talk about L1 and L2. What are you most excited about when you think the future of crypto assets?
Well, I happen to be a little bit of a huge fan of crypto long term. So I think we need to really develop and crypto and blockchain technology more broadly. I think it's definitely something that is going to change the way that we do business on a number of different levels. So, the first idea of people being worried is the financial institutions and how do we change that? But I think there really is more to go here on how we're going to broaden and enable people to have access to, their capital, their wealth, and then how they deploy it. So I think the classic thing for most of us is super early innings. Maybe we're not even out of the dugout yet.
All right, I'm a hodler along with you as well. Where can our viewers learn more about Coinmetrics?
Yeah, we'd love to bring in folks to kind of take a look at it. We have a huge community following at our website and a tremendous amount of data. So that's coinmetrics.io. There's great tools and everything out there. You can follow us on Twitter under the same handle. But there's a ton of educational materials on the website, ton of free stuff, and we'd love to engage with folks who are trying to find their way into the crypto space.
All right, Tim, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.